3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome to your first session of the Curators Club. I'm your host, Whitney J. Kenya is to my left. We have a special guest, Shiest Bubz.
Hey.
And we have a special sit-in from Neems.
I'm always sitting in here. I'm always here.
What's going on today, guys?
Chilling.
How's everybody feeling? What's
Real
today's
good.
date? March 7th?
Mm-hmm.
How you guys feeling in the middle of the pandemic?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm feeling healthy.
I got a
Word.
heartbeat. I'm alive.
Word.
Are you ready for it to be over?
I'm ready for it to be over. I want to go to a lounge and maybe some strip clubs out here so I can really smack some ass for real and not worry about it afterwards.
Because I've been to a strip
I mean, yeah, at least I could have the option to do it. You feel what I'm saying? At least I got the
Have
option.
you not been? I know you've been. You like Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
I'll be around.
I'll be around.
I've been
So
chilling
let's
though.
first just get right into it. Shiest,
What's up, sis?
right now you've been up to so much stoner activity, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I want the people to know you for your music. I mean, what you originally came to the scene for.
Well, I guess in the eyes of the beholders, I came to the scene for the music.
Absolutely.
But honestly, I always came to the scene for the weed. That's really what it was from day one. That's how I got brought into the music situation through the bud.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
How
I
those
was-
two worlds marry all the time.
Yeah, I was gatekeeping the weed, and then it opened doors for me, you know what I'm saying? It opened the music door for me, you know what I'm saying? And I transitioned into that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real quick, because it was like, how would they say? It was my time.
I believe him because I went to the bathroom after him. I thought he was smoking in that motherfucker. God damn.
That's my cologne. That's my cologne,
That's that
man.
rapper's cologne right there. That's that good shit.
Weed is my cologne, man.
I mean, it's not a bad cologne. It's not a bad scent to have. So, I mean, while we're on the subject, what are you, an indica or a sativa person?
I smoke it all, man. Preferably hybrids these days, but you know what I'm saying? I used to be and I smoke it all. I can't even.
How you feel about haze?
Haze? Haze is a legendary strain from, that I made millions off of, so you know what I'm saying? I love it. It's like mantled on my shelf.
But what is the exact difference between a haze and an indica and a sativa? Can you break it down in layman's terms for like an elementary breakdown?
All right, I'm gonna say it in the Flintstones version of it.
Thank
know
you.
what I'm saying? Sativa is like the uppity, bright high. The indica is the calm, downer kind of high. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And haze happens to be classified in the sativa category.
What if you're having a bad day? What are you going to smoke?
If I'm having a bad day,
Yes.
I'm gonna smoke it all.
Right.
To be honest, but but I'm mostly out. If I'm having a bad day
And you want to feel better.
and I want to feel better,
That's it.
I probably smoke the dark shit to
Yeah.
make me feel down.
So which
and
is
just
the
forget
indica?
about my problems. Yeah, which is the indica.
Which is a downer.
Which
So it's
is
taking
more-
you
not-
lower.
It's not downer. It's more like a
A calmer.
cool out
I
type
call
of
it a
high.
sedative.
But if you have, okay, so
Depending,
for example,
depending,
anxiety, is it going to
depending.
increase your anxiety?
No.
So what's
I
going
feel
to decrease your anxiety?
the indica is going to decrease my anxiety. The,
Okay.
The sativa might increase it a little.
Okay,
bit.
all right. So
'Cause
it's
I
like
get-
coffee.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like caffeine. It's
Yeah,
like,
okay.
you like,
Yeah.
uppity.
Yep,
A lot of people
yep,
like that
yep.
though. Like if you go to the club, you don't
Yeah.
want to smoke some shit that's gonna make you want to lay on the couch. You want
Right.
to smoke some shit that's gonna have you
Make you
up.
wanna
But if you're
dance
in
and
your
party.
home and you're like, damn, I just,
I'm smoking
whatever.
it all.
Got it.
You know, this is how I'm doing.
Got it.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna break some here. I'm gonna break some here. I'm gonna break some here, and then
Are
we
you
gonna
going to
smoke
call
that shit.
somebody?
No,
Are you going to have a party or is it going to be like a you thing?
it's gonna be a me thing. It's gonna be a me.
Yeah, I like smoking. I start cleaning up and shit. I start listening to some music and
Me too.
I started going online looking for a cleaning service. Shit.
Actually,
cutting the middleman out.
What?
recently
I'm not
I
cleaning
just
a
started
damn thing.
using a vacuum
That's interesting.
on the floor.
I don't really like carpets.
No,
I don't like
I'm
carpets
using
neither.
the vacuum not on the carpet, like on the wood floor or
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
porcelain
what's
floor.
up.
That sounds like some
I
expensive
really-
shit.
No, I thought it was like the most retarded thing to
No,
do in
it's
the
official.
world. And then they were like, "Why are you wasting your time? I want you to work smarter, not harder. Use the vacuum." I'm like,
Right.
"What? This is crazy." But I've been using the vacuum for 14 days now.
Doesn't it feel better?
Oh my God, my back doesn't even hurt.
All that sweeping and shit, that's like some Cinderella shit.
And you saving time too.
2021.
In and out.
It's
believe in that.
2021. What are we doing here?
Right.
I did not believe in that at all.
But for someone who wants to purchase, maybe something to make them feel good with their first strand, what are you gonna encourage them to smoke?
Some
Something that's
mid.
memorable. Something right. There we go. A mid.
I had an old head today tell me to smoke
So it's
Reggie.
like,
I
is
was
it like
like,
2 puffs or 10 puffs?
know
Is
about
it
that,
like
bro.
3 puffs or 6 puffs?
Well,
Like
you know
which one?
what? You know,
How's that work?
if I was a bud tender, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the person
bud
came
tender.
to me
And
was
asked
like,
you what you
and was
wanted.
like, hey, it's my first time. I'm an adult. I'm looking for something like this and like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would just recommend them the shit that, you know what I'm saying, suits their category that was available in my parameters. You dig what I'm
Gotcha.
saying?
But what if they
Because
told you the next day I ran around outside butt naked
that ain't no weed.
and I was bent over and my neighbors
What you
saw
was
my
doing
whole
before that?
ass?
That was some shit
I mean,
inside of you.
before that.
to be honest,
That and I'm gonna go with that.
it's
I'm gonna
weed.
go with that.
It's
I'm
weed.
gonna go with that.
It's weed. Unless you have underlying health conditions,
There it
that's
is.
not happening.
Okay.
Right.
Good to know.
what I'm saying?
Now we've cleared that air.
It's not happening unless you have a chemical imbalance in
Right.
your brain. Then you're not going to be butt naked on some marijuana.
No sir. Not no
I mean,
sir.
but sour.
That sour is definitely
what's
not.
What's going to happen is, let me take that back about the butt naked because I've been butt naked smoking weed.
What you
I'm
got
not
the
ready
dad?
for
But
this
can I
The dad
know?
heat you up.
I just really need to know because I'm a visualist. You was butt naked smoking weed.
Hey yo.
Were you in? Were you in like on vacation?
I was on tour.
Okay.
I was on a Smokers Club tour, and I was smoking a lot, and I was like, this is a story I recently told too. I was smoking a lot, and I was smoking wax.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Concentrate, right?
Right.
Because when you traveling around and you go into these weed legal states, weed is like
Where
like
it's legal,
everything.
people.
So you start wanting more. You want to get higher and higher. It's like back in the day, you want higher, baby. You know what I'm saying? So I take the whole gram of wax, put the shit in the blunt, and I'm hosting the fucking show. You know what I'm saying? I'm hosting the whole show, every set. So it's like the third set in, and it's like 7 sets, right? And as the show goes on, the sets get longer because you get closer to the feature artist. The set is like an hour. So I'm back there. I got 2 girls with me. I'm smoking with them. Then I had that feeling come over me, like
You're high.
I know I'm blasted. I'm blasted. When I say I'm blasted, I'm like, oh shit.
He bossing.
I'm like, nah. I'm like, could never be me. Could never be me on stage and pass out. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, the back door, like, was right there on the backstage. It was like a back door. You just pushed the little handle, you outside. I came outside, I was like, whoa. It was cold too. I was like, yo, this shit feel good. I was like, oh nah. I'm like, oh nah.
Oh nah.
I gotta go lay down for a second. I walked back to the Sprinter. It was the homies. They had like their own little Sprinter. You know what I'm saying? Like a Winnebago shit. It wasn't even like a
shit.
Sprinter. It was like some old school
Like
shit.
a living.
Yeah, I was like, yo. I gotta be quiet. You know what I'm saying? I creep by them niggas shit because if they would have seen me, they would
they'd
have
been
like, yo, Shiest, yo,
clowning.
light it up, lad. I'm like, I crept through past them. I got in the Sprinter. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo. I was dizzy and shit. I'm like, nah. I started sweating. I'm like, oh, nah. So I take my clothes off. Next thing you know, I'm butt ass naked in the shit. Just in the Sprinter like this.
Not my boy.
Pass
Not
out.
my boy.
Pass out. I'm talking about drawers off, nigga. Like drawers off, nigga.
Not my
I'm
boy.
butt ass like this. I might as well beat off or something. I'm just like, I'm like, damn. I pass out for a little while, snap out of it. I'm like, oh shit, you wildin'. Niggas could have came and seen you butt ass naked in the Sprinter. I put my clothes back on.
Wax will do that.
I get back to the
Yeah,
venue.
heat you up for some reason.
Yeah.
They start
The
sweating
whole
and
show
shit.
was over.
It's like edibles.
So did anyone see you naked?
No. But I was butt naked though.
So
I can't sit here and cap and say we ain't gonna have you butt naked. It had me butt naked. I retake that back. I take that statement back, man. It could have you butt naked, man, in the wrong situation. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be careful out here.
I seen videos of jokers hit the dab.
And it was weed. It wasn't.
It
was wax though. You see, it was a little different. It wasn't just straight weed. Yeah. It was like
what is wax? I've never had
concentrate
wax.
THC. Yeah. It was live. It was actually live resin. It wasn't even like no wax.
Wow.
It's like putting coke and baking soda.
It's like
activators.
I don't even want to know no more. I'm good on all of what I know. But okay, so then how do you control your thoughts?
My thoughts
at that point.
No control.
My thought said to get naked, and I got naked.
And then when you realized you were naked,
and then he passed out.
You put your clothes on.
I got cool. I cooled off. I cooled down. My body temperature was too high.
So I mean, how would you describe yourself as a stoner? I would have to ask that now.
I am not the couch potato stoner. I'm not the stoner that be laughing all day, acting stupid and goofy and shit. I'm like the serious stoner.
You're a lifestyle stoner?
Like that's just like coffee to me. That's like breakfast. That's like lunch. It's like dinner. It's like sex. It's like putting on my shoes. It's like putting on my socks. It's like.
So are you like
every step of the
if
way?
It's not 420 friendly. I can't be there.
I mean, pretty much.
Yeah.
Or I'll make it 420 friendly. I'll introduce them to 420 like, yo, look, sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know. Smoke everywhere.
We were confused, right? We didn't know anything.
I didn't know anything. That. COVID what? Sorry.
So fuck a mask.
Fuck your mask, right? Nah, I don't want to get this cut.
We were masked, and we all had COVID tests in the last 30 days, people. So chill out.
Word.
But just to switch gears a little bit, going back to the music, right? I wanted to know what you could tell me about Purple City.
Purple City? That's a company that basically, you know, that I had my record label with. I said that was the name of my record label. You know what I'm saying? Purple City Productions, PCP. Started that back in 2002. Basically trying to find my way in what I was going to do in the music industry. Because, you know, I came in the game with diplomats. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, like, you know, my personality is like I play the protagonist role, and like that's my personality. You know what I'm saying? So I always kind of like am in this like front leadership role type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, just my history of my regular life is like, you know what I'm saying? I've always been self-sufficient. I've had jobs and stuff like that, but I've always made my own way. So when I got into the music industry, I had to kind of find my own way too. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't like I was a producer. I didn't really do anything in the music industry at first. I just had a good ear for music. I grew up listening to hip hop from inception.
So what would you say is your like gateway? Who was the artist that turned you on or made you feel like, oh my God, I can't never not listen to this?
Oh, it was, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it was the beginning. It was the first rap records ever. Sugar Hill Gang. You know what I'm saying? Grandmaster Melly Mel and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it started African Bada and all that. It started for me back then. And it was like, as a little kid.
That's when you tapped in.
Yeah, break dancing. My uncle put me on. You know what I'm saying? My uncle put me on, like, check out these records. And it was like, I was married to it.
Like, as a kid, I know we all, like, kind of grew up in a household where music was played. So what was playing in the background?
Well, that wasn't being played in my household.
No?
Like, no way. My mother was like, my mother was religious. So
Really?
Yeah, my mother was Jehovah's Witness, and my father.
Really?
And my father was like, whatever your mother say.
So you didn't mind offending your mother with your choices?
I didn't. I mean, my father wasn't a Jehovah's Witness, so he was always offending everything she believed in. You know what I'm saying? He drank, smoked, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
out all night. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my father, you know, he was a provider. You know what I'm saying? He was like a he's a Trinidadian man. You know what I'm saying? So he had a lot of island weight. He passed away not too long ago, like about 8 years ago. But you know, he was just a very stern person. You know what I'm saying? And
especially you say Trinidadian.
But he was in the streets though. He was a street person too though, like fully, like, you know what I'm saying?
So he understood.
He understood, but that's why he was so strict. Like, I don't want you around none of this shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I think naturally, anything that
They tell you not to be around, you're gonna want.
you're going to do
Like
more.
the craziest thing is that he used to always be on 183rd and Grand Avenue because that's where my aunts and my
In the Bronx.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I'm
where
very familiar.
My aunts and uncles lived at on the block.
You know, I'm living all day.
So he would always be up there. And then as I got older, you know, I don't know how I ended up back on 183rd, but I ended back up on 183rd.
Of course.
And Grand.
Because it was cool.
It,
That's what you thought anyway.
Nah, it wasn't cool. It was like, because I was really like, yo, if my pops was to see me over here, he'll bug the fuck out. Like, what the fuck is you doing over here, my nigga?
So what
How
were
did you
you
get
doing
here?
over there? How did
So,
you get
I mean,
over
it had to
there?
be cool or appealing
Word.
to
I was,
some
you know,
degree.
like, listen,
It was in your DNA.
it was
Yeah.
in my DNA, and not for nothing, you know, like, when they start talking about, like, choices that you make, are they good, are they bad? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just said you didn't mind defending your mother. Yo, listen, when it came to my mother, my father was he was, like, super alpha male of the household. You dig what I'm saying? So, my mother was actually, in my eyes, property of my father.
Oh wow,
You dig what I'm
to
saying?
say.
So, as the oldest...
that's honest.
So as the oldest child, I never looked at my parents like I had to take care of my mother. Ever. Until my pops passed away. Then I felt some type of responsibility to her. You dig what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But before that, never. Never did I ever feel like I had to buy my mother a house or buy her anything. As a matter of fact, anything I ever did on my own, I kept it a secret. I never told her. Like, I just watched this Biggie documentary, right?
The joint that just came out on Netflix.
right?
Yeah, that was solid.
And he was
Yeah.
talking about how
He
he was talking about how his moms didn't know what he was doing in the rap game, and she was a Jehovah's Witness too, and I so much identify with that because the things my mother believed in is nothing else besides what she believes in. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You dig? So me telling her that I'm doing this and I'm doing good, she don't want to hear none of that.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit don't add up to her.
Right.
That's
right.
big.
So
Yep.
They don't have any type of, they don't care for it. So
My mother's an accountant.
They're sold on
Right.
what they
My
believe.
father's an engineer. They don't.
Yeah.
They not interested. They not.
Yeah.
So
They
do
not
you
moved by
feel
none of
like-
that shit. You
I'm
take
sorry
what I'm
to
saying?
cut you off, but do you feel like growing up it was like hard for you to express that side of you because like just wanting to be in music because they were so serious?
I didn't want to be in
or-
music growing up.
Oh no.
Hell no.
So how
I wanted
did
to.
you
I wanted to be
stumble
rich.
across it?
I didn't want to be in
'Cause
music.
I asked him,
I
I
looked
said-
at musicians like they was bums.
I asked him
Like,
earlier. I'm
you
like, "Yo,
crazy?
Shiest, what's up with the beats?" He like, "I don't, it is what it
Yeah,
is."
yeah.
Like, I'm doing,
But I mean,
making some
we
money.
know you for, I mean, you know, I'm from the Bronx. I like to say I'm from New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm a native New Yorker.
We
I don't
know you
claim
for
that.
the, you know, Rose to Riches.
Yeah.
You know, those type of albums, especially in music.
That
So-
was inspired by Coogee Rap. The name of it.
Really?
Road, that was my favorite rap record back in the days. The Road to the Riches, Coogee Rap. That was my favorite shit.
A lot of people don't
At
pull
the age of
Coogee
5
out
years
either.
old, I realized
Word.
there was a road at the end. I would win lots of pots to go. That was my shit. So it was only right for me to name my first album my favorite rap record.
So when did you step into your role as an artist?
So what happened was, you know, being in the street. So I made a couple. To other people, they might think it's bad decisions, but for me, they were good decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, while I was in school,
What's your definition of a good decision?
dropping out of school, is that a good decision or no? Would you want your kids to drop out of school?
No, sir.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not, right? Well, I made my own decision to drop out of school. You know what I'm saying?
And then
And then I started living my damn life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, not for nothing. I scored 1250 on my SATs. That was like, you know,
you said I'm a genius.
I would
At
say-
this point, I know what I'm doing.
I ain't say I was a genius, but as far as academics, I felt I was in a good place as far as, you know, where I stood as, upon like my peers and shit. like that.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, like, I went to like a alternative school for junior high school, which taught me, you know, like the gentrified type of lifestyle of, you know, blending with, you know, other races and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then in high school, I went to A. Philip Randolph. I just kind of curved that whole shit. Like, I'm not doing that no more. I don't want to have to blend because I already conquered that situation. You know what I'm saying? In my alternative world where it was like, you know, I excelled to a point where I'm like, I'm the number one guy in this situation. I don't have to do that because I already know the game now.
You know, I just want to take this moment to say so many artists are looking for a hand up, right? People want to feel like they're given an opportunity. It sounds like you were calling the shots for yourself. So when were you able to say, this is where I put the finger on what I need to do, and this is what took off for me? This was my pulse.
It's crazy because that shit had nothing to do with anything but like what I was taught at home. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, my mother was Jehovah's Witness. So at the end of the day, it was choices to be made. It's like it's either this or that.
Yeah.
If you're not doing this, you're doing that. So when I made my decisions, I kind of like cut the ties on lines on all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like kind of like new to me, but I was just like, I already know the rules.
You ran with it.
And I ran all the way to the top with it.
Good for you.
Like not for nothing. I'm not trying to, glorify this to nobody or nothing or, influence younger kids to not listening to their parents rather.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't work for everybody.
Listen.
Bingo.
It's not, I don't know. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But I know for myself, I was making decisions since very young. You know what I'm saying? By 8 years old, I was already judging adults.
Did you know how to make? Can you scramble eggs at 8 years old?
I could scramble eggs at 6.
Say you swear.
They from the hood, man.
Wait, so what do you make now? Can you cook
I can
now?
cook anything I want. Anything.
Right now?
Anything.
He said I was a
So you're not one of
full-fledged
those
adult
guys
at
that
8.
pull up and you got Eggos and
Now
Pop
listen,
Tarts
my girl,
and ramen noodles.
my partner, she cooks for me, right? But when we first got together, I kind of like laid her all the tips that she needed that she was missing in cooking.
Yeah.
To
He said I was
to make her more
sprinkling the
efficient
salt.
cook.
Yeah.
Like, for
He was
instance,
like Salt Bae.
you feel me? Listen, number one tip. If you like pasta, do y'all like pasta?
Of course.
Right? So listen, this is a pet peeve of
I'm
mine.
ready.
Anyone who makes spaghetti, right, and makes the sauce and does not put tomato paste in it, I will not fuck with your shit.
Oh,
Tomato paste is necessary.
I will not fuck with your shit because I do not like
Soupy.
watery sauce in my shit.
You gotta have a little bit of body to
It
it.
has to stick to the noodles, my nigga.
Yeah.
And that
I'm gonna
goes
try
for
that
all-
tonight.
So wait.
Oh, see,
You like,
I'm like,
do you like your? Do you
I have
like,
me sunning you in the kitchen. I'll be like,
My
listen.
sis.
She's like, what did you say, daddy?
So wait. Do you like your spaghetti mixed already when it's on the plate, or you want the
To add the
noodles
sauce.
and then you put the sauce?
I like to mix my own.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wanna
Wait,
see
hold
what
on.
the-
So
I wanna
as a
see what's
man,
going on.
you don't want me to come out with the plate. You want to go in the kitchen and make it.
No. You could come out with the plate, but don't mix my spaghetti. in
Yeah,
my
I
That's
like
what I'm
that
asking
too.
you. So you want it the noodles, then the sauce, and you gonna do your own thing, or
Yeah.
you want it already made,
No.
mixed up?
No way. I'm not 5
Yeah,
years
that's
old.
crazy.
That's
That's
how you-
crazy.
that's
I
how
feel
you
like
make
you don't
shit.
trust anybody that makes your spaghetti.
No.
That's
No.
crazy. Cause now that's Chef Boyardee. That's not spaghetti no more. She hid something in there.
Hey, yo.
I'm serious.
That's another story.
So then, okay, all right. Just so we can get right to the cinematic, the climax of your career, you decided I'm going with it. Whether my mother, who I respect, whom I love,
And my father also.
and
He
whom
was
I
very
respect,
strict.
and whom I love.
He might as well have been a Jehovah's Witness the way he was strict.
Right. So then you
Shit.
said, I'm going to go with it. So then, so you had to have a village or a community or some sort of
You're
band
right.
of people.
You are brilliant. Who is this girl? Damn, Kenya. Well, I did. So, growing up in that situation, my best friends, like to this day, is like 6 of us. We all are like in the same situation. Well, our parents been, Jehovah's Witness, and then we kind of curved that shit together. We all started hustling together.
Okay.
Like 5 of us. You dig what I'm saying? So we kind of was like each other's like eyes and ears. Where it's
Absolutely.
like if I'm over here like celebrating birthdays and Christmas and shit, my man is like, "Oh, you wilding? You are bugging. You're doing too much now. Man. You looking for acceptance or something? You looking for validation? What you doing?" Not saying that was me, but that's just how we were with each other. I was never the one celebrating like that. I actually came up with every day is my birthday because I never celebrated a birthday. So I live life like every day is my birthday. And that's trademark and patented. That's one of my brands.
Which is, I think, glorious.
Off of my lifestyle.
Every day should be a glorious
You
day.
feel what I'm saying? Is, like, listen.
Every day you should feel good.
When I got into the music industry, when I finally decided I was going to get into the music shit, what was happening was that I had kind of like, I was hustling for 10 years. When I say hustling, I was selling drugs, like real drugs, not weed. Like weed too, but that was like nothing. That was like when nigga was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You look like one of them cool cats with the grams for the low. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I had the things for the low, not grams.
With a cake,
I had the things for the low.
with like
You know
a
what I'm
cake
saying?
topper and open it like this,
G
right?
shit, nigga. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Fuck
Like,
right here.
so what happened was I stopped fucking with that because I had did a little skid bid, and I had like this epiphany when I was locked up, which was this shit is for dumb niggas. Like, you gotta make better choices, even with the shit that you fucking with. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like stopped fucking with that and made room for a bunch of new shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I made that room, other doors started opening up, like the music industry. You dig what I'm saying? So before that, when I was hustling, I would go get mixtapes. I would take them out of town where I was at. My homegirls, like, say y'all too, they had like a store upstate. So I would like put the CDs in the store. I sell out in like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So I seen the vision as far as selling music. Like, I'm
So
selling.
you were really just marketing
I was
yourself.
just marketing, not myself. I was marketing products that people wanted upstate, or whatever I thought people wanted. You dig what I'm saying? When I go to the clubs, listen, I wasn't just like on some nickel and dime shit with the drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, sell some drugs, get a chain. Sell some drugs, get some clothes. I was like full end, like 9 to 5, like college type of shit. I ain't go to college, so that was my college.
Word.
Every aspect of it, jail, this, that,
Word.
the worst parts of the shit. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm going with that.
For real shit.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? When I got to the music industry, I had the weed. I had kind of had this another epiphany of being like, here's your blessing. Fuck with this. This is going to carry you on. My niggas got locked up by the feds. You dig what I'm saying? I got a lawyer too. My Fed lawyer told me, yo, you good. You only fuck with the weed. Fuck with that. Damn, he shook my hand and was like, yo, if I could sell weed, I would.
Ooh.
I said, you a fucking Fed lawyer. You sell weed? He was like, yo, you heard what I said, right? Keep it under 100 pounds. Keep some bread for the lawyer. You'll never go to jail. He told me this in 2001.
Wow.
When he told me that, I went to the horse race with the weed. Like, I'm like, fuck out of here. I'm marketing this shit. It's like, fuck selling 100 pounds. Even though I was already doing that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to change this shit into something legal. I'm going to change this shit into music. The Piff. Album in stores. Nigga, it was over niggas' heads because it was my own goals. You dig what I'm saying? For myself. Nobody, even the niggas around me, they didn't really understand my vision. It was too, how can I say, fantasy-like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You are very fantasy-like, Shay.
yeah, it's like, that can't happen. Like, I don't know anything. I made $1 million before 19 hustling. Nobody thought that was gonna happen either.
Wow. That's major.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All my niggas made $1 million. I was just the youngest.
Yeah.
And
you saying $1 million back then, $1 million now is different.
Yeah.
$1 million back then was
Nah,
$1
we-
million.
like,
my nigga,
right,
this is what I'm
exactly.
saying. I used to look at
Exactly.
older niggas.
Yeah.
Like, I used to look at the older brothers, really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck, my nigga? You ain't making no bread.
But you chose
You
music.
need to listen to what I'm telling you. I chose music because I had the weed. So I say, yo, look, this weed is gonna get me in the game.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind
I
of
met
use
the
music
Diplomats.
as a
I met Jim.
platform.
I really met Joel's first, and then I met Jim, and then Jim introduced me to Ken. It was like a you know what I'm saying?
trickle-down
Cam's
effect.
definitely a weed head.
And they all three of them was weed heads.
Yeah.
Joel's and Jim was bigger weed heads than Cam. Cam was like a businessman. You know what I'm saying? He's the leader of their little entourage. at the time.
So how you met Joel's?
I met Joel's on the street. See, my little man knew Joel's, so me and Joel's had a little like, yo, what's up, Els? He was like, yo, what up? You know what I mean? Here's some weed. I'm on the block. You know where I'm at. Yeah, all right, cool. Yo, that weed you gave me was crazy. That was a big bag of weed you gave me for the little bit. Like, yeah, come up to the block. Came to my crib, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was like, yo, where you been at? I'm like, I'm getting money, nigga.
Right.
Niggas like, it ain't hard to tell. You got a mountain of champagne.
That's another record.
Straight Don P's and Cristal cases.
Hard to tell.
You know what I'm saying? Furs every day of the week, Rolexes, all that shit. I had all of that shit.
I mean, what would you say, just to chime in right on that, what would you say is your biggest style inspiration?
My biggest style inspiration? Shit, Europe.
Really?
Yeah.
So any type of European brand?
Nah. It used to be Europe. Now I'm on some skater shit,
I was
stoner
about
shit.
to say, because Shiest, you are on your West Coast shit heavy.
Nah, I'm not on no West Coast shit. I'm just on some like, you know what it is? I've been doing it for so long. I'm just on my return to the essence of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like I got pants on right now, but I went out today and I don't even wear pants. I wear joggers and sweats. Like, I need to be cozy all day, every day. I have
Cozy life.
Yeah, I don't have no stress. I'm not trying to get dressed up for nobody's events, nobody's pretentious shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Some real shit. All I care about is creating shit that people could jack and whatever the fuck they want to do, steal. So if they think they stealing my shit,
The culture
I
vultures.
don't give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Because
you as an entrepreneur, a superpreneur,
Creator.
is what I like to call it.
Creator.
A curator.
Okay, a curator.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Curators Club. So as a curator and as someone who has transcended time and space and places and people, then what would you say the pandemic has caused you to do? Like, what have you done for yourself? How have you shown up for yourself in this space from 2020 to 2021?
Well, the pandemic, what happened was, when the pandemic wasn't here, I was like in this weird place of like the Wizard of Oz.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always felt that role of myself. You know what I'm saying? That was like one of my favorite movies. You know what I'm saying? The Wiz, not the Wizard of Oz, but you know what I'm saying? Richard Pryor's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like, I felt like before the pandemic, I was kind of like out here, you know, not behind the wall, not behind the creator's box.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I started there, but then I had to come back out and fuck with all the people, and it was like, you know, kind of expose myself, because prior to the music industry, my shit was personal. My creations were for myself. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, like when you're creating, you're in a lab. You're not trying to show the world.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And then I realized that they're like, yo,
more personal.
everything you're doing in your little lab is making money, my nigga. Niggas want to see you in the lab. They want to see you creating all this shit, bro. Everything you do, the way you wear your jacket, the way you put your glasses on, all of that shit, niggas want to buy into that shit, bro.
So you basically feel like it's a form of flattery. You don't feel like someone is like swagger jacking you. It doesn't. It doesn't angry. Like, it doesn't get you angry.
Sometimes it does, but that's like the petty side of me. You know what I'm saying? That we all have, like. My conscience is like.
So that's being petty.
My conscience is like, look at those fucking.
Because I'm a constant like, oh my God, she's stealing my look.
Feel me?
Oh my God, she wants to be like me. So should
I
I like digress from that? Should I just be like elevate like Drake?
My greatest thing is that I think about is that, you know, I create it, they copy, and that's how they get their start.
But you didn't feel hypersensitive or broken back or like you didn't feel that the pandemic caused you to be stifled, by any measure.
It allowed me to go back into my creative box.
With no pressure.
There
it is.
With no one to say, yo, you got to go back in. It's like, I'm back in. Look, it's regular.
And you feel good.
I barely opened my computer during the pandemic.
Yeah.
And I make all my money off my computer. You dig what I'm saying? So I'm just like, yo, this is cool. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So for some people, the pandemic has been a bad thing. For you, it's been a good thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a good thing, because when people are doing bad, it's never good energy.
But for you?
For me, it's been fine. Before the pandemic, I already was like in a place
it hasn't changed
where,
for him.
you know, it's like A to B to C, A to B to C, A to B to... That was like my regiment. So when the pandemic hit, the only thing that happened was, instead of me going from A to B to C, it was just from A to B, and back.
I felt like the pandemic was like a hustler's pillow.
It was a pillow.
Yeah, it was a hustler's pillow, because pandemic was great for me. I ain't gonna lie.
What is a pillow for a hustler?
That means it's
a
easy.
pillow means
got a nice run going.
That's a fact. You gotta worry. Yeah.
A cushion.
Yeah.
Meaning you have just an opportunity to just...
You're getting everything you need.
To stay,
so breathe.
listen,
gotta move.
the key to hustling is to stay in one fucking place.
Is that the key?
That's the fucking key. To be
I
in
like
one
to
place.
work on an example. So give me an example of what staying in one place looks like. Successfully.
Successfully? Milking a cow.
Oh, you said it. That was the example. All right.
Where you going? If you're milking a cow, you just like this.
Yeah.
Scooch, 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 scooch. Where you going?
Yeah. Good example.
The cow, that milk coming out that cow real sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah. Got you.
Everyone don't like milk, but hey, We milking. You're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Soon as you leave, that cow's move, man. He don't even want to produce no more milk.
Facts.
It's steady, it's
Played
sweet,
yourself.
it's easy.
Right.
You should have squeezed it all out while you was there.
Bone dry.
Bone dry. You know what I'm saying? So the pandemic, you know, the only things I don't like, listen, man, I never dealt with politics anyway, so I really could care less. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a bunch of horrific shit in my life. This shit ain't really that much different to me, man.
So, all right.
A lie is a lie.
This is going to sound like the most preposterous question, but I'm going to ask it.
Yeah, that's good.
What have you done for the Black Lives Matter?
Black Lives Matter? I don't do
Movement.
nothing for the Black Lives Matter.
Not one
movement.
thing you could recall or recant.
Black,
Lives
I don't
Matter.
even fuck with that. I don't, look, yo.
But they matter.
Listen,
The
please.
organization
Oh,
itself. You don't think?
I don't deal with that organization.
You don't think that organization has done anything for the Black lives?
Listen, man. I don't want to go into that because I don't want to get bombed.
Well, okay, for example,
Right.
I'll tell you what I've done.
Well, you
One
will
thing I've
already
done-
get bombed because you already said
One
you
thing
don't fuck
I've
with Black
done-
Lives Matter.
Listen, let me tell you something.
Whitney, what have you done?
Hold on,
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
throw it
hold
at
on.
Whitney. Whitney, what have
Let
you
me
done
clean-
for the
let
Black
me
Lives
clean-
Matter?
I
Let
feel
me-
the same way.
let me
If
clean
I'm
it.
gonna be asked that question,
Please, I would like to know what you've
I
done.
feel like I'm not a politician. I'm a liberalist, and I like to believe in freedom. And I feel like all lives matter. I do feel like Black Lives Matter. I do feel like things will not change until we become unified. So I feel like until we have leadership that I'm ready to actually stop, take a listen, and look into, I can't comment heavily on that because right now it's a lot of propaganda. I don't feel as much progress as they would like to say has been made. And I just feel like it's more like a look at me thing. Living in this country, I feel like the LGBT community has progressed way past Black Lives Matter. And sometimes I don't
They got way more
understand it.
stain.
And,
I'ma have to
and,
agree
I,
with
and I
that.
have compassion for those people. But at the same time, we are dying left, right, front, back, north, south, east, west, under police custody,
It's very true.
on the camera. Like, I don't know what else to say about
but
it.
there's
So
nothing that we can do individually.
maybe
I can
that
tell you what I
everybody
did for
has
Black
to
Lives
take a
Matter.
Yeah.
stand.
I stayed the fuck out the way.
Yeah. And maybe that
and I ain't
and
bothered
and
nobody.
I second on his emotion.
I just don't. I don't like all the
I
propaganda.
don't harm
that's all.
black
The
people,
propaganda
and
is
I
the
don't.
problem.
And I don't deal with
And
politics.
it's so
and,
blindsided.
and it's
toward that.
politics because listen, man. I don't want to say what I support and what I don't, but what I support is our people thriving, making money, handling their business, and
Right.
being responsible for whatever they do.
And being responsible.
And being at
what
the
I'm saying?
forefront of culture.
And being at the front. We have
and
the whole
taking
hip hop
responsibility
community.
Yeah.
and taking
And-
accountability.
and like I commented on Pete Rock's page the other day about, somebody was like Aries. What's his name? Aries.
Jerry Spears?
Yeah, he was mad at the youth. He was asking them a question about are they not bored with the garbage music that they make and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that's a good
Yeah,
question.
Jerry Spears is a comedian.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and my whole thing is just like, and I commented like, yo, let these young niggas do what they do, my nigga.
Word.
Because at the end of the day, right, like, yeah, it's the culture. I grew up off this shit. It was hip hop was almost the Bible for a nigga
Right.
at one point.
Right.
As far as something that you could relate to.
Right.
I mean, I just want to, before you go into something else, as far as hip hop being the Bible, who would you say was like in that pinnacle? Like, who would you say is your top five for that?
I don't mean like.
But it was like a
All right.
It was like if anything,
It was the whole
like
thing, though.
a soundtrack to your life.
It was the
That's a
whole
10K
thing.
report
So
question.
at that,
It's bars from. It's bars. It might not be the whole
it's a
song.
difficult question.
No, I said that's a 10K report question.
Oh.
What your top five?
It's like, it's like, all right, my top five is kind of crazy because my top five probably ain't gonna be what niggas think.
I want to hear it.
With no hesitation, I'm ready.
Nah, my top five would be like
No
Melly
hesitation.
Mel,
Talk to
Oh
him.
wow.
because I got to
Talk
go
to him.
all the way back. Grandmaster Caz, he's really number one.
Oh,
Grandmaster
wow.
Caz
He
is
is.
number one dead alive
Oh wow.
because he started this shit.
Right. That's a fact.
Oh,
He
wow.
started it. How you don't?
Your
include
top five
the-
is your top five. I
Yeah, it's my
respect
top five.
it. I just
but I'm
want to
just
know.
saying though, like.
But what if you were forced to name top five alive? Can you do that?
Grandmaster Caz is alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Melly
All right.
Mel's
Cool.
still
Let's
This
go.
man, Melly Mel
All right,
is
cool.
alive.
All right, cool.
These brothers
All
are not
so,
dead.
All right.
Right.
So let's keep it top five alive. Go ahead.
Right?
Continue.
Because hip hop is alive.
All right. Let's go.
Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, Big Daddy Kane.
Seen that one coming.
Drake. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm just
You gotta relax.
Drake.
Drake.
Cool G Rap,
Yeah.
number 4. And then I'm going to keep it a buck. Nas.
Ooh.
And these are people that you
So
have.
wait, hold on. That was Nas. Big Daddy Kane, Grandmaster Cash, and Melly Mel. That was a good top 5. That was definitely a good
That was
top
an
five.
that was an unexpected top 5.
That's what I'm trying to say, man.
Very
I mean,
I feel like Nas was Cool G Rap's baby.
but Jay-Z, but hold on, no. But let me just say something about Jay-Z, though. Like, Jay-Z is really the God MC, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
I agree.
you know, like, he surpasses all of those niggas.
So you feel like he's your 6th man? Is that what you're trying to say?
He's the
'Cause
God.
I feel like you're trying to talk about him right now. You're trying to slide him in
I
that
gave you
card.
the top 5, but he's like,
He's your 6th man.
he's like the owner of the league.
You keeping it a hundo. He's your 6th man.
That's deep. I never heard of an owner
he's
of a
just
league.
6 man.
I understand when he's saying top 5. That's who I got
That's
on the
his
court.
top 5, but
he-
Jay-Z
he
is
the one
still
sitting
in there in the
in
circumference.
rafters watching the
Absolutely.
But how
game.
can the owner of the
I understand
league
what you're
be
saying,
the owner
because
of a team that
Jay
was?
is in
He
my
don't
top
even got to
5.
be on that top 5 list. In
Jay is
real
in my top
time,
5.
Because his presence is there.
But Shiest, I don't understand how an
Names.
owner, which is supposed to be
Top 5.
essentially
is,
older,
we'll finish
you would
this
think
statement.
that. His money is older. Jay-Z.
we're talking about Jay.
He's still
Jay-Z.
getting money since '88. That's a
Yeah,
guy.
he's still
So
spending
top,
money.
excuse
First
me,
year.
I'm sorry, top
Feel
5,
me?
top 5.
My top 5, I probably put Nas.
Okay,
It's no order though. It's
No
Nas,
Sure.
Cool G Rap, KRS-One, shit.
That's Rico back there, by the way,
Jay-Z.
guys.
Shout out to my man Rico. I love Jay-Z.
hi Rico.
Thank you,
And,
Rico.
Damn, my 5th one.
J. Cole, Wale.
Nah. None of these new cats.
Stop trying to tempt.
You said
Let
top
him
5,
get his
though.
own top 5 in there, okay?
Because Nas probably hold 2 positions for me.
And
'cause
please
Nas is
don't
like-
comment when I give mine.
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle is not my top 5, but I love Nipsey Hussle to
Shout out
death.
to Nip.
I'm
That's
gonna exit
lyricism.
off this
That's
podcast.
bro.
Lyricism. We talking about lyricism. We talking about President who changed the game. Rakim.
Rakim, yeah.
Yeah, Rakim is on.
He
my
should have
list.
been on the list, but he's like the 6th man on some real shit because he originally
Okay.
was the God MC.
Yeah.
He shifted a lot of shit. People got
He the God MC, but
That was the character.
I feel
Rakim
like
had a lot of
smoothed it out
character.
a little bit.
I feel like Jay-Z embodied his shit. Like he embodied what Rakim was supposed to be. To us.
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe Jay-Z gave that look? He gave you the visual. Like,
I mean,
because
Rakim
you
had
gotta
it
still
too, though.
think.
Look.
We all sitting here from
Rakim
different.
ain't had the business mind that Jay-Z had, I feel.
I think it was because Rakim was
I think
from
it was
Long
about
Island.
timing though as well.
So I think you all are brilliant, but I just want Whitney, please step in the mic and just step into the session and talk about your top 5 because I would like to just fast forward to 2020, 2010, 2021. No,
I mean, they are showing their age.
No, I don't
But
think
it's a
about that. I think-
respectable top
No,
5.
I-
Top
So
5
I'm
that
gonna
are
go
on
on my top 5.
I would
Okay?
like Whitney to step in.
So my
the
top
session.
5 would be, and should I give it to you guys in order? Not today. My top 5 is definitely gonna be Kanye West, Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, T.I.
Being a South nigga, I can respect that.
She
My-
gave us
my
our top
6th
5 dates.
My
Wait a minute. Don't listen.
We said rap.
I've never dated any of these people, by the way. So let me go ahead and again. Never. It's gonna be Kanye, Jay, Wayne, T.I., Drake.
Yeah.
But I do have a 6th man, and the 6th man that I play with is Big Sean.
All right.
Big Sean.
All
Big
right.
Sean is
How about you,
his
sis?
lyrical
Detroit.
exorcism is crazy. So y'all gotta tap into that.
Okay.
His theatrics, the way they produce, and I judge my top 5 based on presence,
Yeah.
based on lyricism,
Yeah.
based on I love ad libs. So
Yeah.
based on ad libs,
Yeah.
based on story, based on arrangement, those they give me blockbuster feels. And not for nothing, I'm gonna go all the way to the left and I'm gonna say 21 Savage is up there for me.
Oh wow.
What?
But when he's with Metro Boomin.
No, you know what? Though? I like 21 Savage as a real nigga. I respect his critique. I respect his word because he hasn't showed me any fuck shit.
Yeah.
I could probably say, and he like,
But I also
and people
like
listen when he talk. He's solid.
He's been through some shit, but I
Yeah.
also like his production be solid when he's working with Metro Boomin.
You talking about the European? No, I'm playing with you now.
No, I think my top 5 has a lot to do with right around the age of like maybe 14, 15 when I was like introduced to music. And I don't know if y'all are familiar, but once upon a time there was this business that like allowed you to order like 10 CDs for 99 cents. It was something. It was like you could order
Like
a
the
bunch.
thing you see on TV and it gives you the list.
Yeah, and then so I ordered the Black album, and I got a chance to get the actual album, and I read all the lyrics to the Black album, and I'm like, oh, I think I can rap, or maybe I can't. I don't know. I went to Christian school. Like I just thought that Jay-Z was like
The
God
pinnacle.
MC.
Exactly.
And I remember him talking about being like, his mama made love under the sycamore tree, which makes me a more sicker MC. You know, like I was like, whoa. At 15, that was different for me. Coming from Youngstown, Ohio, I'm like, all right. So then I met Whitney when I was 19, and I'll never forget. Fast forward 2021, her telling me that Kanye West might upstage Jay. So then, all right. So if I put it in top to bottom, I would say Jay is number 1 forever and always. Kanye is number 2. Number 3 for me, this is gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna just throw it out there because he meant something to me. Like again, I'm reading lyrics, I'm sketching it out, I'm mapping life out. Jeezy. You know, I'm from the Midwest, so I'm like connected to the South.
Peace up.
Right.
A-Town down.
And you know, Whit and I were at a Jeezy concert a couple years ago, and she saw how crazy I went. And then I would say 4 and 5 belong to Drake and J. Cole. And that might not mean much to anybody else, but it means something to me.
Well, I'll say this, to just chime in, Jay definitely was the first rapper that made me tap into hip-hop, and he made me, I'm a girl, like 100% a girl, but he made me feel like I could be on the corner slinging. Like I was listening to that shit and I felt it. I felt it. But the record that really made me feel like, oh my God, this nigga's brain is different. And for most people, it wouldn't be this record, but it's A Girl's Best Friend. It's the come here, like he was literally rapping about jewelry, and at the same time he was rapping about drug, like it was so many. Yes, it was a soundtrack song. But I remember being in the car thinking about the wedding band you love and the gold chain, and I'm like, oh shit, like this nigga is gone. It reminds me of American Gangster when he did I believe it's I Like, because you know that record is about basically love and them being addicted. You know what I mean? So and that's like a 20-year difference of a record. But those two records remind me of each other, and those are the records that made me, it just brought me back to school when I remembered or what I learned what a metaphor and a simile was. So you know what I mean? Like that's what kind of made me indulge in hip hop more, and because I'm a poet too, so it made me feel like, oh my God, these words behind music sound different. You know what I mean? When I'm saying them this way, they sound like this. But when you say it like that, it feels like this. You know what I mean? It's like acting, but in music.
Yeah. And it's always, the one beautiful thing about music is art, and it's all about how your perspective is on it, and everybody's perspective is different, so you're going to perceive it a different way.
That's
you was raised in New York, you're going to see it this way. You were raised in Atlanta, you're going to see it a different way. So that's the beauty of hip-hop. It's just never going to be the same across the board. We can all, the beauty of it too is that we all can agree on something. You know what I'm saying?
And it brings people together.
But wait, my 6th man is Rick Ross. Rick Ross, I love you.
Oh,
okay, wait, Rose,
God.
I love you.
Them lemon
No, I love you so much. I'm sorry.
Hey, Rico, you might have to order them things tonight.
No, but I've seen, I think what was transformative for music, for hip hop for me, was when I watched people go from being from the bottom to the top. Right. Like from you to go from an idea, a concept, to being a multi-millionaire, to being able to change the world, to change the internet. Like people are Googling hip hop lyrics when I was reading them in the pamphlet at
when you
point.
was begging for the artist to have actual lyrics, you was tight when you bought that album. You was like, there's nothing even in here.
That's how I learned how to rap back
That's
then.
how you learn how to rap. Thank you.
I used to go on the internet to this site called Ola. It was Ola.com, Original Hip Hop Lyrics Archive.
Yeah.
I used to read them shits, and I remember Jigga what Jigga. I was trying to get that fast flow.
Remember,
motherfuckers want to act low.
I remember my
hit it with
cousin.
numerous. I'm like, yeah, this nigga low.
I remember my cousin got slapped in the back of the car for singing a Mill record, and she was saying, what she said back
Can
then?
I get a fuck you? Was it that one?
Can I put this on your mustache? She was
I knew
like,
that was that record. I knew it had to be that record.
She got slapped out the window.
I bet. Put the what on your mustache?
All right, so we, before we do too much more, I did want Whitney to drop a, little game or something we can play. So a drinking game, because I'm all about, taking a shot if I have to, and I would love for Shiest to take a shot if he has to.
Okay.
Shiest is actually acting like he is a non-drinker.
Right, but if he has to, you'll do it, right?
I'm a smoker, but I'll drink.
All right, cool.
So,
This is my birthday.
What we're going to do to end this out, again, we just want to give a shout out to Bars, to Blades and Bars for having us here for the studio.
Big shout out.
I want to give a shout out to Shiest Bubz for coming in and checking in with us and just talking about life.
Oh yeah, I got a dispensary in Detroit, so I forgot to mention that.
Slide that in there?
The Midwest.
You forgot to slide that in there. You know I need a sedative.
Detroit is booming. Our shit is on
Where is it?
on
What's
the
the
8
name?
Mile. It's called
The dispensary
it's
is-
called the Smokers Club. It's
Okay.
30,000. It's a 30,000 square foot.
Nice.
Can we get some
venue.
Perp Invaders there?
Of course we can.
Can we get some edibles?
We can get we have everything
can we
there.
get some drinks?
Edibles,
I'm booking a flight
concentrates,
on my next date.
lifestyle. It's like a music.
'Cause I'm a stoner.
So we're gonna
Yes.
tag this on the grammar, and you'll be able to people can find it right below on the
Yeah,
tag.
please.
Smokers Club, Detroit.
All right, bet.
Please. But we are going to end it out with a game. How you feel about that?
Stop shit. He's drinking. It's my thing. So ain't no
Yeah,
We
right.
could do something like light, like rock, paper, scissors.
Oh shit.
Or we could do something like questions. You down with that? You like game for that?
Truth or drink.
You game for that? Y'all game for that?
I ain't no bitch.
All right. I'm gonna start off with the first questions.
Okay.
I ain't no bitch ass nigga.
You must take a shot if you had sex within the last 24 hours.
I was. You said drink.
Everybody is dry here. Damn.
I missed the phone call this morning. It hurt.
Okay, so it's not on me. Then I ask my question. I got ask you a question.
Yeah, let's go. Everybody, let's go around the table. You next.
I ain't scared.
Drink. If you ever wore shoes without no socks on. Because I knew you West Indian. Go ahead.
Stink foot Bubz.
I just wanted to drink. That's something I had to match up with.
You clearly had to just want to drink.
This shit's strong.
It is. These are shots, people. These are not drinks.
See, motherfuckers be trying to make me seem like I'm crazy when I wear socks.
Go ahead,
See, all these
ask your
motherfuckers
question.
are wearing socks.
We got ours in.
Are we supposed to drink the whole shot? Oh, shit.
Hello.
I'm supposed to work after this. I gotta be in the studio. This ain't no cheap shit neither.
No, it's not. Shiest is thinking. Can you ask your question?
No. Shiest is next. I'll be next. I'll be after
Why
Shiest.
you
She pointed
can't
up
go?
like a bartender trying to get a good tip.
Drink. Nah, that's too hard. Let me think.
All right, I know what I'm asked.
Nigga said just take a shot.
I know what I'm asked. I know
My
what
mind
I'm
is
asked.
trying to compute this
Go ahead, go ahead.
Casamigos I just sip.
You got 5 seconds to answer this question.
Go ahead. But she drinking. I'm confused.
Right.
Oh, that was from my last situation. What's 100 times 1,000?
What?
100,000.
Huh? I thought it was a milli.
100 million.
Say it again. 100 times 1,000.
I'm not even thinking about it. Y'all ain't even got
That's
me
a
with no
million.
paper and no pen.
Wait, ain't no paper, no
That's
pen.
a million.
Yeah, shit, I got to drink. Yeah, shit. I know my math.
They said
call me-
5
What I said?
seconds.
And I say you
How
have
much you
5
said?
seconds to
100,000.
answer.
No,
All
it's
right.
not 100,000.
It's not 100,000. Oh,
It is 100,000.
It is 100,000. I said it right.
Oh,
the first time.
100 times 1,000.
Was it within 5 seconds?
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I meant to say 100,000 times
Now I'm
1,000.
drunk.
See, y'all drink, man.
I drank already.
I'm supposed to drink this whole shit?
Okay, I got a good one.
All right, here we go.
Drink if you don't know the president on a $10 bill.
That's a George Washington.
What? You drink, bitch.
No.
People seen it. Take your shot. George is on a $1 bill, girl.
Damn, who
What's
is
wrong
on
with
the
you?
That's Hamilton? Oh, I ain't got a drink.
Y'all got 5 minutes.
I love money. Oh, so it's back to me.
I used to do that to people, man. Niggas who really thought
It's
they
not
think that they
Hamilton.
know money and they all
not
material. Like, name all the presidents on the bills,
So who
man.
is on a $100 bill?
On a $100 bill, Ben Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin.
Only
girl,
thing
what's
is that
wrong
he
with
wasn't
you?
a president.
George Washington is on $1. Benjamin Franklin's on a $100 bill.
Mm-hmm.
On the $50 bill, that's the grant.
You want to
And
know
I don't
why?
need to know what's on the
So
20
who
or
was
the
our
10 'cause I don't
first
want it
president
anyway.
of the United
George
States?
Washington, girl. That's why
Who
he's
was
on
the
a $1
second
bill.
president of the United States of America?
He doesn't matter.
Yes, you should know this.
Why?
John
Second
Adams.
place.
It was
What
John
did he
Adams
do?
or Stacey Adams? Because, I like to wear them shoes, man.
John Adams wasn't on no bills.
John Adams was actually important, though. He
He
did
was our
something.
second president.
He did something.
No, John Adams was on
I don't know what he
Ain't
did.
he on like
He
a
did something.
$1,000 bill or something like that?
If that existed.
It existed.
The
Let's
two-
see.
I mean, currently.
No, not
Aaron
currently.
Tubman.
If you got one, let's see. Who's on the
Who was our second president?
Siri?
Hamilton is on it.
Which president is on a $1,000 bill?
Who's on the 5?
You gonna wait
though?
till after I drink to tell me the Hamilton is on the
No,
10?
I'm saying,
It's a
like,
foul
who's on the
cat.
5 and the 20?
Siri, which president is on a $1,000
Lincoln?
bill?
No. I think
Lincoln is 5.
Lincoln
Andrew
is
Jackson
10
on the
then.
20.
Lincoln is 5. Andrew Jackson.
Jackson is 20. Yeah, Jackson.
I think Hamilton
Yeah,
is
he
10.
Yeah, you did that right. Lincoln, Jackson,
Siri got a
Hamilton,
virus.
Grant.
Smack
Right,
me
she
on
said
purpose.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
the 10 is Hamilton.
See? That's messed up. I drank falsely.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was a good conversation, guys.
Definitely.
Till next time.
Thank you, Shiest.
We're gonna see you soon.
Word. Nice
We
to meet
Again,
you.
appreciate
shout
it.
out
Word up.
Blaze
Grover Cleveland.
and Bar Studio
On a
for having
$1,000
us.
bill.
Oh, wow.
I'm Whitney J.
I'm Kenya Teray.
I'm Shiest Bubz.
Yes.
Aye.
And Miss Teray on the
Names,
ground.
you know what time it is with me.
James, you're coming back next week.
I'm here every week. I gotta be here. Shit.
I appreciate you.
We love you.
Help keep the lights on here.
You're the best.
We need the lights to be
Rico.
on.
Thank you
We
for
gotta
having
make
me.
one.
You're the
Rico, we
best.
love you too. Can we just do one cheers, guys? And
Rico
we out?
got the nicest waves I've seen in a minute, boy. That shit look like somebody dropped a pebble in the water, boy.
The Curators Club NYC.
We out.